YouTube land, what's good? It's your boy B Heard, and I got a new series for y'all. I don't have a name for it. That's where you come in. Hopefully, you'll come up with a name for it at the end of the video. But this series is basically going to be like a recap of the tournaments, the major tournaments for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I'm a commentator, trying to get into the game, and this is stuff I love to do. I definitely want to make the series grow, so don't expect this to be like more than 10 minutes. It's gonna be a real quick series. If we do interviews down the line, because I definitely want to get people involved in this and interviewed, yeah, it should be no more than a half hour. But just a little spotlight, a little recap of the tournament. Just basically the bloods that are going on at the FGC. Think Michael Ross and Gootecks, two legends of the game at the FGC, which I pay homage to every chance I get, and I would love to meet those guys. Think they're excellent adventures, or Capcom Pro Talk that was on Twitch a couple years ago with Flo and Mike Ross. Shout out to both those guys as well. Or think the Best of V show, Vasper Arcade usually does a recap, Ultra TV, just any of those things that basically like a recap. And I wanted to make sure that I give those shout outs out because those guys have been doing it for a long time, and that's something I want to start. So hopefully you like the series. Hopefully you want to be a part of the series. Help me come up with a name for the series, because I don't know. Be Heard, Prince, Royalty, something along those lines if you want, or just a simple recap, whatever. But today we're going to talk about a final round, which was in Atlanta, Georgia. Definitely a venue I want to go to. Definitely a venue I need to go to. If I wasn't in a terrible financial situation that I'm in, I would have been there. It looked like an amazing event, especially the first to 10 between Goichi and Sonic Fox. Or this was Dragon Ball's first true major. You know, I would say Winter Brawl was Dragon Ball's first tournament, but this is its first true major where everybody's there and everybody's gonna play it. And I think that had something over 300 entries in it, so that's amazing and that's dope to see as it is. How should I say this? Yeah, man. So let's start off with Injustice, because I didn't get a chance. I watched some Tekken and I watched some Marvel. But I'm not saying I'm qualified to speak in Injustice, Dragon Ball, or Street Fighter, but I don't know as much as I would in anything like that. Maybe that's where I could bring in somebody like you guys. If one of you guys want to cover those things so we can talk about it, then yeah, let's do it. Or if you want me to watch it and actually try to attempt to cover it, I can do that as well. It's up to you guys. Let me know. I didn't watch those, so I'm sorry. But Injustice, Sonic Fox is taking it over Forever King. I think not Forever King is the losers. I'm not too sure. I know Forever King was in losers. I think Sonic Fox was in losers. Sonic Fox was in. This is his fourth major in a row that he's won, and with a different character. You know, Winter Brawl he won with Michelangelo, which I think all the turtles are viable. I definitely think you have to get used to them. I definitely think I main Donatello out of the turtles, and the turtles are really fun. I can't wait till Justice gets the update literally next week. And they get them new gear and stuff like that, because Donatello was really fun. His range is tricky, but oh man, I like playing those. And Sonic Fox, yeah, winning his fourth major. Sonic Fox is a true definition of a lab rat, in the sense of, like, some people don't see a character being viable, but look what he did with Captain Gold. Literally, if that just shows you how good Sonic Fox is. I don't think that lessens the players. You know how everybody says, "Oh, Sonic Fox is gonna win, so watch or I even watch." I don't think that's the case. I think that's a true testament of Sonic Fox. There's a lot of strong players. You know, there's Gerd, there's Dr. Gross, there's Burrito Voorhees that played well. Forever King. Forever King's Batman is literally scary. Like, a character who should be good, but the stuff he does with Batman is scary. So, I think this just shows you how good Sonic Fox really is. And yeah, man, Injustice was good. It had 2,000 views, I'd say. Especially for being as early as it was. You know, Marvel, I think, did well too. It had 4,000 views. These things are getting views. And shouts out to Echo and Mr. Aquaman, because what they're doing with a weekly online tournament with the War of Gods. I think they probably average 1,000. They might even get more if they streamed it on Twitch. And that's no shade to Steam me, but, you know, Twitch is the popular live streaming service. It is what it is. So what they're doing every week and how they get the top players to enter every week, I think that's dope. I think that's always going to be there. I don't think Injustice will die. I don't think Injustice is dead. I don't think Marvel's dead either. But, you know, congrats to Sonic Fox for winning with Justice. Now, speaking of Sonic Fox, we have to talk about the first 10. Now, if I was a betting man, both times that these two players played each other with the finals in Dragon Ball and then the first 10, I would have betted on Sonic Fox. But Goichi is a god at Dragon Ball. Like, the stuff he was able to do, first of all, his defense was impeccable. And his conversions, you know how they say if you give a man an inch, if you give someone an inch, they'll take a mile. Goichi out here taking marathons, bro. Oh my goodness. I play Gohan. I could play Vegeta. I could play Cell. Some of the stuff he was doing, bruh, like, I wanted to steal all that. And I think that's the beauty of Dragon Ball, and I think that's what's going to keep Dragon Ball around here for a long time, is the fact that every time I watch, like, when I watch Injustice or Street Fighter V, no shade to Street Fighter V or Injustice, I see dope combos, I see dope whiff punishes, I see stuff and I'm like, dang, that's really good. Dang, that was really smart. But then it's kind of like, I could do that, but then that's probably the most you're going to get out of that. Every time I watch Dragon Ball and I'm watching some of these top players play, like, my mind is literally blown because I'm seeing new stuff every single time. Like, it's actually ridiculous. And I just learned how to do combo into both assists, so I'm hype off of that alone. But man, just what they're able to do, and then how the fact that, like, Sonic Fox was playing great defense. Like, he had to work for every chance he got, and he didn't get a lot of them. And wow, just the way that Goichi plays the game, I have to study him. I have to watch him, because I seen some clips. You know what I'm saying? I see some highlights on High Fighting. That's a great Twitter source to follow if you want to be a part of the FGC, if you just want to see some quick highlights or whatever. But I had no idea that he was that good. I knew he was creditable because he was an anime fighter, but like the stuff he was able to do and the pickup combos, just like ridiculous. They might have to nerf Gohan. And Gohan's my favorite character in Dragon Ball, just because of all the stuff he was able to do. And I think Dragon Ball Fighters tournament was really good. I mean, Chris G looked solid, Nakio looked solid. There's so many good players. I think Mo, however you pronounce his name, I'm sorry if I botched it. He looked good as well. Dragon Ball showed up and showed out. There was a lot of good players in Dragon Ball. I think, and it's great too, because in Dragon Ball FighterZ, there's not really like a community. It's not like the anime community is claiming it. It's not like true diehards are claiming it. It's just a little dabble of everything. And I love that. I think NRS players are playing it. You know, Theo's playing it. So many players, Marvel players are playing it. I think that's the true first time that I've seen a whole, like, everybody has been a part of that community, which I love. Because, you know, I think even a Smash player, I think a top Smash player is playing it. I think he's, like, highly ranked too. So that's super sick that all communities are being a part of this, and it's like our one child it's like the child that everybody in the neighborhood takes care of and looks out for. So I think that's amazing. I think that's dope. And actually, this Thursday in Las Vegas, they're supposed to have the rematch, which I'm kind of curious about. I like that they're having this rematch, but I don't know too at the same time. I feel like I got a burp. I'm sorry if I keep doing this. Because it's so quick, and I want to see how players develop. I don't know if you could develop in 3 days, because Sonic Fox, he was talking like he was going to replace somebody. I think he might replace Goku Black just because he kind of can't get pressure as a single character. I mean, Sonic Fox can make it work, but I mean, you know where the top is Goichi. It's like that. Those are the 1-2 respectively. I'd say Chris G is probably third. But I don't know if you can adjust in 3 days, or do you know what I'm saying? Do you make adjustments in 3 days, or do you switch them out in 3 days? And can you get enough practice in 3 days for someone that's that high of a caliber, who's like pushing the envelope? He's still running. Like, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be first to 10, but it's an event in Vegas, so I really don't know all the details on it. I best believe I'm gonna check it out this Thursday, and I think you should too. I would leave a link if I knew, but I don't know. Yeah, so DBZ was great, and Street Fighter V was great as well. We got to see Neon V. If you know me, I do commentary with Joe Monday on Reddit Street Fighter, or R Street Fighter, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to check it out, or be a part of it because it's free to enter, check it out. Neon V placed, he was in the top 8. I think he got 4th or 5th. I think he got 5th. I'm not too sure off the top of my head. But he plays really well. Colleen player with B-Trigger 2 was such a deadly. You know, Nephew was a part of the Reddit fighting as well. And he was a strong Colleen player. I definitely think Neon V, as much as tournaments as he's gonna go, he's gonna play well because you talk about this was the first major event on the CPT tour. You place top 5 with Colleen, and it's only gonna be better. Like even if they nerf her or touch damage, like even if they nerf her, it won't happen until mid-season. So you gotta take advantage of this as much as you can. I see Neon V being around here for a while. I definitely think he put people on the map that they're gonna have to study. They're probably actually gonna go to him to practice their Colleen nature because you think he plays the best out of all Colleens. So where are you gonna go for more elite level Colleen than that? Nemo looked great. Infiltration took it. He beat Tokido. That was a long set, ruleless set. And then everybody's saying like, oh, this is boring, it's zoning and stuff like that. But Tokido, he definitely knows his matchups and he knows how to approach the matchups. So as long as, like, it's one thing if zoning is your game plan and that's the only thing you could do, then alright, I'm with you. I get that. Zoning can be boring. But if that requires the matchup, then, like, you just have to get with the program. I hate to say it to the people in the FGC. Obviously, we need the people. You know, whatever you do that's entertainment based or whatever that involves people, you need people. So, you know, there's going to be a vast majority, and if they don't like it because it doesn't look entertaining, it's not. It's just like the UFC where fighters are fighting to a distance that they don't really want to commit just yet, and instead of a rocket soccer robots, and then people think it's boring, so they start booing. But you got to understand that it's a craft. And it's these guys there's money on the line. This is their living. This is what they do. You can't just throw out random stuff. You got to be careful and caution. Take caution to the wind. Whatever. You know what I mean? So, like, cause that'd be like the Dawson player trying to fight in this range with Zangief. No, you finna get dunked every single time. Why would you do that? Like, I don't have a problem with zoning. Especially in Injustice. It's funny too, because I'm an NRS guy, if you don't know. I've never really heard people complain about Street Fighter zoning because a Guile player will Sonic Boom you to death and then flash kick you and look you dead in the eye and like nothing happened. And everybody else was just cool with it because that's just Guile. But they'll complain about Injustice zoning. You're like, wait, what? But, you know, it is what it is. It's not like Tokido's known for that. It's just what he had to do in that matchup, especially against Monat, who I bet he doesn't play against a whole lot, but I definitely guarantee you whether he goes to Tiger Uppercut or I think he goes to NCR for sure since it's a premiere. I guarantee you he'll know that matchup 100% without a doubt. He'll know that matchup. And yeah, top 8 is cool, and I definitely think these global or these premier events are going to get like stacked, and I think that's why a lot of players outside of the US are starting to get picked up by US teams when Infiltration getting picked up by playing the global. Nemo and John Taguchi. I'm sorry, John. I botched it. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't know. This first thing that came from my mind. I'm sorry, but where they got picked up by Team Liquid. I definitely think that more of these players outside of the U.S. are gonna get picked up by these U.S. teams because they know that there's like 7 premieres. That's, you know, the top person gets 700 points. That's a lot of points. They can make or break you. You know what I'm saying? The top person in a ranking event gets 150 points. You know, that's a big difference right there and there. Yeah, so top 8 was great. The whole tournament, a lot of pools were killers. There were so many probably matchups that we didn't see on stream just because of how many killers there really was there in each pool. There was like at least 3 or 4 in each pool. So you definitely got to step up your level of play. You got to bring it if you go to a tournament. But I love that. I feel like that's going to make the FGC grow. It's going to make the FGC better. And that's what we need. That's exactly what we need. The down back issue. Now, if you don't know, there's been an issue. I don't know if it was for the PC version or the PlayStation version as well. But a guy recorded this footage where he was holding down back, verbatim, holding down back. He didn't move slightly. He didn't do nothing. He was holding down back and the character was walking back. That is a huge problem. I promise you, even though I'm a bronze player, yes, I know. If you're watching the video to this point, I'm a bronze player and I'm trying to be a commentator. Yeah, go ahead, roast me a little bit, whatever. I could probably be in gold because that's happened before. We don't know how long this issue has existed, but somebody's actually recorded it like, hey, this is the problem. We need to fix this. Hopefully, Capcom patches it immediately, but I don't even, like, I don't know how long it's going to take them to patch that. I don't know how long it's going to take them to address the issue. So hopefully they get to it sooner rather than later. That is a huge issue. I mean, that's the difference between winning and losing. That's the difference between a sponsor and not sponsor. That's the difference between having a livelihood of a life to where you could be a pro player and not. Like, who knows? Now, not every pro player plays on pad. But, I think there's probably more stick than pad. But, Neon V, who was in the top 8, plays on pad. Knuckle Dude, who's in the top 8, plays on pad. That's just the name of a few. Like, those are top 8 guys. Like, who knows? How, who knows? Like, they're like, I swear I was holding down back and I got opened up. Now, Abigail and Rashid. There's always going to be bad characters. Not bad characters in the sense of design, not bad characters in the sense of cheap, but there's always going to be those tough matchups there where the character has everything. And I don't want to say get good because that's disrespectful to the players because there's so many good players. There's so many good players that would know the matchup this and the third. You just kind of have to accept fate because if you think about it, we could say Chun-Li was cheap, Mika was cheap, Nash was cheap, Ryu was cheap in season 1, then season 2 came out, then Laura was cheap, Balrog was cheap. There's always going to be some character that you're just going to hate. This is the nature of the beast. I mean, you play a fighting game, and these characters are probably going to get hit with the nerf stick. Either Colleen, Menat, Rashid, Abigail, all these characters in this game. Probably, I don't think Abigail would really be that bad if he didn't do as much damage as he did. If his damage was say Zangief's, I really don't think that'd be that bad of a character. But I mean, he does have everything as far as health and damage and things of that nature and stuff like that. I just see it as it is what it is. I mean, you guys are complaining. I mean, a lot of people are making noise about it, so they're probably gonna get hit with the nerf stick. But I don't have a problem with it. There's gonna be matchups you just flat out hate. To be honest with you, I'll give me Rashid and Abigail every single time over Guile and Dawson. That's just 2 matchups I hate. Even though I could probably win those 2 matchups better than I can win the other 2, but I just hate going against Guile and I hate going against Dawson. Those just no matter what Street Fighter I play, those are always gonna be my 2 matchups. Man, that might be because I'm trash. But say I get good, I'm still going to hate those matchups. I'm just letting you know that now. Those are always going to be my Achilles heels. Those are always going to be my matches that I hate. And lastly, you got to give Cool Kid credit. I get it. He plays Abigail. He plays Rashid. He's going to play Cody when Cody comes out and say Cody's cheap. But you got to give the man credit. He finished top 9. Excuse me. Sorry. One thing's all a brother do. I don't care. Shouts out to the email. I don't care if you could play top tier, the best of the tier. You can play Rashid. Rashid's arguably one of the best characters, right? And still be buns. And then you can play low tier and be godlike, aka Eric C, who plays Fang. And a lot of people don't think Fang's that optimal, but I think he's better this season than 5. But whatever. Even last season, he was bodying fools with Fang. It doesn't matter. You gotta give the man credit. That's all I'm saying. I get he plays Abigail, but he was playing Abigail from get-go when everybody else thought he was stupid and nobody liked the character. And all he was a vroom vroom. I mean, he's still vroom vroom, but still, you gotta give the man credit. The man is out here bodying fools, getting 9th at a CPT event, a 300 stack CPT event, a premier event. Come on, man. Give this man his credit, man. He's a good player. He's a really good player. That's all I'm saying. And I get a lot of people are switching to Abigail. I get it. I mean, you have the rights. I understand it. Just don't discredit the player, man. Because they still have to play the game. I don't care how good your character is. Even as long as your character can move and hit buttons and do the optimal stuff, and obviously, there's more of a risk and reward for each character, respectfully. So, as long as your character could do that, man, y'all gotta give this credit up. I need you to give this credit up, bro. You got to give this credit up. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are just too good. So give man Cool Kid some credit. And lastly, but not least, that'll be it for this video. Didn't want to go long, but somehow I found myself rambling for over 20 minutes. That's how it be sometimes. The next event is actually this weekend. It's a ranking event. The Tiger Uppercut in Thailand, I want to say. Yeah, this weekend in Thailand. I don't know who's going. I know Cien is going to the event, but I don't know who else is going to the event. But it should be an interesting event. It's 150 points up for grabs. Definitely think you should go if you're in the area. If you can go, you're in the area. But I think majority of people are going to North Cal. And that's going to be an interesting event too, especially in the first event in California at the end of the month. I'm really excited to see that one. I'm really excited to see how that plays out. I'm saying, if you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. What was your favorite moment about Final Round? How'd you watch it? And any feedback is good feedback. Good feedback. I don't care that the video's 20 minutes long, because you probably didn't watch all 20 minutes and you're going to complain anyway. And you're probably going to say, you didn't even address this. You didn't watch the video. If you watched it to this point, I love you. Thank you for watching it to this point. Appreciate you. Love you long time. My favorite event, real quick, was the first to 10. I was super excited to see it. I'd still bet on Sonic Fox because that's my guy. I support anyone in the NRS scene. I think it's super dope that someone in the NRS scene is doing the damn thing in other games. I'm out. Till next time.